live. The struggle was real. Hey, what's up, Miracle Moments? Some stuff it still keeps cutting off on me. What is happening? What is happening with all the technology in the building? Oh my gosh, the struggle is real trying to get on here. Y'all know I ain't never know 30 minutes late. I said I was gonna get on here at 10 Eastern time, and here I am. Okay, so first of all, my camera angles are a little crazy right now because I don't have none of my stands, but I have an interview at 11, which I need to watch the time. I have two different time zones in front of me right now, so I need to know which ones to watch. Okay, so it's 12 p.m. Eastern time. So I have less than 30 minutes to get through this whole live, which I plan on getting here. Yeah, I know I was not good. I was not good. I plan on getting here an hour early before my 12 o'clock interview, but because I have so many people to shout out and to thank and all this stuff to do. But technology was doing what technology does best, screwing up everything and making me on CP time. So, but I'm here nonetheless. We are live on Facebook, on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, and S3 Productions YouTube channel, which we are working to grow right now. So make sure you go on YouTube and find us 3 Productions. That's US, the number 3 Productions, and subscribe there. We are going to be dropping some awesome gems for you guys over this next few months, over this summertime. So I'm pretty excited about that, but we got to get that YouTube growing and kind of filtering all of my fan base over to the production company, because as you guys know, I have a production company now. So us 3 Productions is doing big things all around the world, and y'all all know we have been on the 9 Lives World Tour that has been happening since January. My life has completely stopped since then. Like every birthday, holiday, anything that has happened since January is just null and void at this point, because 9 Lives World Tour has been happening. So this is the 9 Lives World Tour. We have hit all of these cities, guys. We have hit Orlando, Birmingham, Raleigh, Atlanta, Washington, Houston, Nashville, Tennessee, Boston, Massachusetts, and now we are on the last and final stop in where? Drum roll, please. Bowling Green, Kentucky, y'all. So we are in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and we have the grand finale taking place in 2 weeks from now on June 28th. So if you have not seen this show yet, let me tell you something. People are coming from far and wide. People who have seen the show in all of these cities so far are actually driving and flying into the Bowling Green grand finale because they enjoyed the show that much. They want to see it again. They know that it's a different experience every single time. So people are really like coming through for this. So I got to fill in before we even really start, like get into town. Like I'm on the way to town now. We stopped through Nashville, which is only an hour south, to promote a little bit here. And now we're headed up to Bowling Green today. So before I even get to Bowling Green to promote to the people who live there, I got a feeling it's going to mess around and be sold out before we even get there, because so many people are coming from all over the place to see the grand finale. Now, when I say grand finale, I mean this could very well be the last time you will ever see this show in life. Who knows what God will tell me in the future, but as of now, this is the very last time to catch it, because we have so much even bigger and better things that we're moving on to right now and that are in the works behind the scenes. So we are coming to a close with the 9 Lives World Tour. And if you did not know, let me just fill you in that this show is a one-woman show all about healing, specifically healing from trauma. So I talk about the experiences that I have had throughout my life and things that I have been through and overcome, and I'm helping other people to do that too. Now, when I talk about this show, it's a little bit difficult because I really can't take credit for like any of it. Honestly, it's like this is a whole God thing. This is a supernatural experience. If you are someone who understands that, you're definitely going to get it. If you know, you know. But let's just say you're someone who, I don't know, doesn't even believe in God. I'm going to need you to show up and try him for yourself, because listen, he shows up at this show right here. And if you are a non-believer, you're going to mess around and find out. Okay, so come on. I dare you to try it. Okay, because 9 Lives World Tour is definitely a God orchestrated. God is doing this thing. I don't feel like I have nothing to do with it when I'm talking about it, when I'm bragging on him. Listen, I can't even begin to explain or describe the experiences that take place. And y'all seeing little snippets. We put out little snippets here and there to show y'all little sneak peeks, but y'all ain't seen nothing until you come and see the show in person. So you have just got to be there. And Bowling Green is the last stop, Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's only a 4-hour drive from Atlanta. It's only a 1-hour drive from Nashville. So if you missed it when we were in Atlanta or Nashville, you got to come through. Okay. We even have some of our vendors who vendorized, and that's my new word. I love it, y'all. Okay. I'm keeping it. Don't be trying to copy. Okay. No, y'all can have it. I'll share it. I'll share it with y'all. But the people who vendorized in Nashville, Tennessee are also coming to Bowling Green. So we have some surprises for you guys. I can't really announce them just yet, but we will be announcing those soon. But there will be some return vendorizing people, okay, that everybody has loved. I'll give you guys a hint. I'll just say this. I was live at our after party in Nashville, and I was eating on one of these sweet treats that you're probably going to be able to catch them in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the grand finale. So I'm just saying. But I want to use this time, well, I have like 20 minutes left before my interview, to go ahead and shout out some of the people from the previous shows. And I have like a stack of vendor stuff in front of me that I want to share with you guys, and shout outs and the organizations that have helped make all of this possible so far, and all of the stuff. I'm just going to try to get through some of the stuff that's in front of me. Okay. So bear with me, guys. But right at 12 p.m., well, I'm going to have to get off like a few minutes earlier. I'm actually still going to be on here. I'm going to stay live behind the scenes, but I'm going to have to move over to the platform in which I have my interview on at 12 p.m. Because yeah, it's interview time. Y'all know how we do leading up to the show. We do all the exclusive interviews. And when I say exclusive, I mean every single interview is different. So none of them are ever the same. And this is your own exclusive interview that you have the rights to. At that point, you can keep and do whatever you want to in the future. Just don't sell it on eBay for $1 billion when I'm bigger than Beyonce. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, speaking of Beyonce, I want to shout out Blue and Rumi. They're all over my timeline, my favorite people on the internet right now. So just want to take a second to do that. Okay, period. What's up? Zappa is in the house. It's giving CEO. Oh, thank you, Boo. Thank you. Yeah, shout out to Zappa. So let me go ahead and shout her out while I'm seeing her on here. She's going to be playing the Angel at the Bowling Green grand finale. So y'all got to come see her in action. I picked her up in Nashville, Tennessee the last time we were here, and I met her at a networking event. She got thrown into the show, and now she's a whole part of the show, and she's going to be there in Bowling Green as well. So that's pretty exciting. Shout out to Zappa. Shout out to Miracle Moments over here on my TikTok. She is always doing her thing, y'all. She is my executive assistant. She is a half AI like myself. We're part human, part AI. This is what we do. So she is everywhere. So yeah, I got to shout out my folks that I see jumping on here as I see you jumping in. But let me go ahead. Listen, I got a stack of books here that I want to shout out. I'm gonna put those right here. I'm gonna get to those. I gotta shout my book people out, but let me do this real quick because y'all know we just finished the Boston show, right? And everybody who's on my team who's joining me, I need y'all tagging people as I'm shouting them out, because I'm gonna be shouting them out real quick. Okay. Yeah. So I've got a special performer that opened up our last show in Boston. Y'all know Boston showed out. They took the lead. Not that this was ever really a competition, but if I had to create a leaderboard for all the cities that we've done so far, the people who were the most showing out, the showed out, the biggest, helped us pump the thing all week long and all of this stuff, Boston took the lead over Raleigh. Raleigh was definitely number one the entire tour. They packed the house. It was a sold out. Every seat was filled. It was crazy. The support, the amount of vendors and everybody who wanted to be a part of the organizations, all that stuff. Raleigh was winning. But then Boston came along and said, what? Raleigh who? No, I'm just playing. But no, Boston definitely showed out. So I want to shout out our opening act, who is Bay Holla. And I want to share with you guys, she is doing a giveaway. Okay. Another drum roll. Somebody only got one hand, so I got to do it with my fingers this time. Okay. So she's doing a $1,000 giveaway. Y'all know y'all like to win money. Okay. So don't even play. Have y'all heard the song Wiggle With It? Because it's been stuck in my head for like a month now, since the last show, before we even started the last show. So Wiggle With It is definitely the theme song of the year. Okay. And if you go ahead and look it up, Wiggle With It, look it up. Matter of fact, there's a QR code on here. I'm going to hold it one at a time up to each live that I'm on. So on Instagram, take a screenshot real quick. If you are interested in winning that $1,000, she is doing a dance contest. So where are my dancers at? I'm showing y'all real quick so y'all can get a good screenshot of that. Okay. Trying to get it focused. All right. So Scan that QR code. It tells you all about it, how you can win that $1,000. Basically, it's just a dance challenge. It is what it is. You get on there, you do the song Wiggle With It, you make up your own little dance routine. You never know who might go viral, because that's how all these songs go viral. That's how all these dance moves and everything that everybody be jumping on the trend, it had to start somewhere. So who knows? You could be the one to start the dance trend for Wiggle With It. Okay, so get on there, get in that competition to win $1,000. I'm gonna do it myself as soon as I get the opportunity to. Actually, me and my daughter was gonna get on there and wiggle with it. Okay, but I'm encouraging you guys to join that. And shout out to Bay Holla. Make sure y'all follow her on all your social media platforms. She is on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Snapchat. Okay. Follow Bay Holla. That's BAYHOLLA. Shout out to Bay Holla. Make sure y'all join that. And where my team at, tag Bay Holla on this live. Y'all know I don't talk about people behind their backs. Okay. We got to shout out Bay Holla. Okay. I'm going to get through this. I'm trying to watch my time here. Ain't got nobody here to tell me, hey, let's go. Next thing. But I got to tell myself. All right. So I want to shout out this soap real quick, because I've been holding on. Let me just tell you this. I've been holding on to this soap since, I want to say this was Washington. You got to help me out, Nisa, because I didn't get a chance to look at the text. If you sent me the other day, I was going to look at the text and write them all down so I have them here in front of me, but I was running so late, I just jumped on. So, okay, I got like 6 minutes. Okay. So, I got to shout out this soap because I've been wanting to use it so badly. So I had like a separate bar and I already used it up. It was so good. And so I got this 3-pack that I didn't want to open yet because it's so beautifully packaged. And I needed to get on my live and shout her out first. And also have some products here that I have done little commercials for that haven't posted yet. I got some stuff that's just been backed up. I got to get to it. Okay. Bear with me, guys. But I have shot commercials for my vendors. We also have exclusive interviews with them that are going to be dropping. So let me tell you, when this show is over, it's going to seem like the show is still going on because I have so much backed up footage that we're just going to keep pouring out all the way until the next show that I'll talk to y'all about later. Okay. But it's going to be months from now. And we've got just so much footage that we got to catch up on. But this is one of the products that I have to make sure I shout out so I can go ahead and open this soap and use it because it is amazing. Okay. And this is, I feel like I'm always saying it wrong, but Bonjour Marie collection, the Bonjour Marie collection. I'm gonna spell it out for y'all, and my team is gonna tag y'all. What's up? Sunshine is in the house. I need y'all help. I'm glad y'all on here because I gotta get through this in the next 6 minutes. And shout out all these people. Okay, so I need y'all's help tagging people. So everybody tag Bonjour. It's spelled BOUJOURMARIE collection. And it looks like she got a comma LLC. So I don't know. So that's on she's on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So I don't think it allows you to put comments in, but just tag her wherever you're on. It should come up. Okay. Bonjour Marie collection. This is her right here. Gonna zoom in so y'all can see on each platform if you want to screenshot. But listen, I swear by her soaps. Y'all know I do not talk about people. Like, the people ain't paying me for sponsorship and stuff. Well, I have some that are paying, but that's besides the point. Even if they wrote me the biggest check in the world, I would not take it if their product sucked. Okay. Because I don't be getting on here lying. I'm just not good at it. I'm an actress, but I'm not really good at lying. You have to like give me a script or something. But anyway, this soap, I swear by it. I do not be steering y'all wrong. And I don't want nobody coming back to me. Like, if I talk about a brand, I am representing that brand because I use it. I swear by it. I believe in it. And they not just paying me to be acting like I like something that I don't. And y'all know I don't do that. Okay. So if I talk about it, you better get it and try it out. So this was our, one of our vendors. I believe this was in Washington. And it's funny, I said Washington and then Sunshine jumps on. So yes, she's amazing. Shout out to her. So as soon as I use the rest of these up, I'll be hitting you up, boo, to get some more. Speaking of people I need to hit up to get some more, I'm gonna shout them out really, really quickly because I already shot a commercial for their product and that'll be coming soon. But I used it this morning. So y'all see that juggling act I just did? Okay, I used it this morning, so I gotta shout them out before they're gone because tighten up this natural and cruelty free. Let me see. This is KSR Natural. This was one of our vendors. I want to say this was in Washington. All my states are running together now, y'all. I can't even remember what state this was in, but this was KSR. She got this tighten up cream, and y'all see how much is left of this, right? Y'all see how much? I'm about out, boo. I got to get some more. I need you to restock KSR. That is KSR tighten up cream. You know, got to tighten it up. You know what I'm talking about? Just enough said, self-explanatory. All right, and then I got to shout out my, this is Ooh la la. You can't not say the name like that, honestly. And this is the Tropical Blast Butter. Another thing that I use every single day, and it is almost it's like halfway gone. It smells so good. Okay, so again, y'all can see for a fact that I use it, right? So got to restock all my vendors. So listen, when you become a vendor at my show, not only are you going to get advertising and a commercial made and an exclusive interview with our amazing host Aisha Blackford that is going to be going viral as soon as we get all these videos, photos, and everything released. We're going to be promoting y'all like for the next year at least, if not longer. Honestly, longer, because I'm going to continue using your products. And you're going to continue restocking me, right? Okay, so it's a whole partnership. It's a whole like lifelong commitment to be a vendor at one of my shows. And where do you get that at? Not to mention exclusive rights to your products. All right, I see I got 10 minutes left, so I'm going to skip around to a few. I definitely got to shout out this one right here. I got, oh my gosh, my papers are everywhere. This is True Hair Growth. I got to shout them out real quick. Shout out to True Hair Growth. Listen, I got some testimonials coming to y'all soon. Ain't gonna talk about it right now, but this product right here is available for $50, y'all. This has the roller. When I say true hair growth, like you really are getting your true hair, okay? It's going to be growing back. If you are dealing with balding or receding hairlines or any of those things, and no, this is not just for the men. In fact, I have a very special presentation coming soon with a before and after for one of my friends that I have used this product on, and she's been using it consistently, and her hair is literally growing back in its place where it was leaving her. Okay, this is what happened with age. This is what we got to deal with, men and women. So True Hair Growth is a solution that you're going to apply nightly, and you're going to use this little, I forgot what the thing is called, but that just goes to show you that I do not have a script. I'm talking about what I what I do, what I know. But you have this little roller thing here that you use it nightly. You put on the stuff and then you roll the stuff. It's your hair gonna grow back. I'm telling you that now. So True Hair Growth, shout out to them. Bam, bam. That's it. That's that product. So take your screenshots, do what you need to do. Look, I'm gonna show it to all of y'all. Okay. I gotta show it to y'all quick. Y'all got a screenshot quick because I gotta get through this because I got an interview to jump on. I can't be late again. I'm already late for this live. Nisa, what is her name? I know this is Chiquita Mac's daughter, and they were in Washington. I remember that much, but I got to shout her out. I had to take the case off of my phone so y'all can see this cute little case. Like, her daughter is a whole entrepreneur. I had to support and get one of her cases. So I want to shout her out. Let me get her tagged on here somewhere. Yeah, shouting her out. This is Chiquita Mac's daughter. Tag Chiquita Mac, because I don't know if her daughter actually has a page or not. But yeah, this is flexible little case, and it's protecting my phone since Washington. I just like to switch it out every once in a while, but I wanted to shout her out. She made it herself, y'all. She made this with the cute little rhinestones and stuff. Like, I love it. So y'all hit me up. If you can't find her on social media, hit me up because I will connect you with the right people. If any of these products that I'm talking to, I see a comment, I need some of that. Yes, boo. If you're interested in any of these products that I'm talking about tonight and you can't find them from us tagging them in the comments, then hit me up and I will connect you to them. Just be like, hey, I seen that on your live and I want to get some of that. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to cut this short, and what I'll do is, since I'm going to be on here through my interview, I'm going to jump over to the interview. I'm going to leave you guys watching live behind the scenes, so you're getting the behind the scenes sneak peek of the interview, and then I'm going to come back and shout out a few more people that I want to make sure I shout out, because some people have given me gifts that I want to share with you guys that are in front of me that I want to shout out, and also I have the stack of books that I want to take the time to really talk to you guys about what they're about. So I don't want to rush through that, and I'm watching my time right now, and I need to get on these interviews. So let me just take a second to put my little stack right here that I'm going to come back to, and I've got some organizations to shout out to as well. So this interview shouldn't be long. What are we looking at, Nisa? How long is this one? I meant to ask you that one because I'm supposed to be out of here by 12. Or 12 my time, so it's going to be 11. 12 my time, so it's going to be 1 there. Geez, these time zones be killing me. Okay, let me go over here to, and you guys are just going to stay live with me. Bear with me 1 second, TikTok, because I got to go to my text to find the link. 1 second, guys. And, oh, I see all the tags now. So I'm going to come back to shouting them out, because I was trying to figure out who gave me all the gifts and stuff. So I was asking Nisa to send me everything. Let me see. Okay, I got the Zoom copy. Okay, got it. Okay, I got the Zoom copied. So I just got to Beautiful thing about Apple products, and they are not a sponsor yet, but listen, I just swear by them. So I want to, no, what am I doing? TikTok just pushing buttons and stuff. So definitely, I mentioned Apple a little too often for some folks that ain't paying me, but we're going to get them on the payroll. We're going to get them locked in as sponsors soon. Let me get on this interview with 5 minutes to spare. That's how it is, y'all. It be nonstop, but let's just hope everything works well with the technology. Ooh, and it's on Zoom. So I got my production company in the background. Y'all can't see it if y'all are watching behind the scenes, but I do have like my whole production company green screen going on. Oh gosh, can we do it less? Can you ask her, can we do it less? Because okay, I'm on here now, but I gotta be out of here at 12, and I want to come back to shout out the people. So recording and taking notes. Okay. So it looks like she's connected her audio. So I'm on here. I'm gonna take my video off for a second until she's on here and ready. So she sees I'm in here. Okay. All right. So in the meantime, I'll talk to you guys behind the scenes. But yeah, okay, I can't do a full hour. I'm sorry. I can't. Because I need a few minutes to continue shouting these people out and then to finish cleaning up. Like it's a chaos behind the scenes right now. And they only gave me till 12 o'clock to check about here. And I got to head to Bowling Green. So can you just text her and tell her, 45 minutes tops? Thank you, championship coach. I appreciate you. Thank you. I put my chapstick on. I got to say my lips, teeth, tip of the tongue before I go into this interview. I'm about to start back shouting up people because I still got 2 minutes. I just had to get on and make sure that I could get on. So hopefully you guys are still seeing me behind the scenes and stuff. So I know Instagram is on a separate device, and so is TikTok. So I know y'all are tuned in. But could somebody check? I still have Restream open in the background on this, so I'm pretty sure it's working. As far as being on Facebook and the 2 YouTube channels, I think are on Restream right now. Just want to make sure that everything is still working and functional. Cold coffee, gotta love it. Yeah, can we fix that? Excuse me. Can you heat this up for me real quick? like 30 seconds. Just thank you so much. Okay. All right. And then if housekeeping knocks on the door before 12, then beat them up. I mean, politely tell them that we got a late checkout. Y'all didn't hear that. What's up? DeMario is in the house. Perfect timing. We're about to be live behind the scenes. Who am I live behind the scenes with? See, this is what happens. I just be showing up like this is what I tell my team. No lie, y'all. I tell them like I need the basic details and necessities. I need to know where to be, when to show up. Is there certain dress attire? That's pretty much it. Like that's pretty much where I draw the line. I'll find out who I'm interviewing with when I get there. I like to be surprised, so I really don't even know who I'm interviewing with right now. I see Alicia Hurtt. Here we go. Alicia Hurtt. I don't know the name of the show yet though. Here we go. Hey.
Thank you for being early. We can jump right in.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm behind the scenes too. Just want to double check with you that's okay. You look like me right now. Got people handing me coffee. You got the family working behind the scenes.
Yes. Yes, that is quite all right. I'm gonna take off my blurred screen. I mean, it is what it is. So that we can let me see. Girl, it's real.
And I'm in a hotel with 2 beds in the background right now. So are you good with this green screen? Because it looks like I'm in my studio.
Yes, ma'am. So what we'll do is we'll record. I will send you a folder with your name. It'll have the rough footage, the raw footage, the edited footage, to and JPEG, the 2 links of when it will go live.
Okay, perfect. And before we start,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, I know I'm on hotel Wi-Fi right now, and sometimes that can be an issue. So I was asking her how long it was. We're not doing a full hour, are we?
No.
Okay.
Probably
I didn't
30
think so.
to 35
Okay,
minutes.
good,
Yeah.
good. Because I want to make sure, first of all, that everything stays streaming for the full amount of time. And then also I got to check out. So I'm about to be switching cities again. So yeah, I just wanted to
Got
make
it.
sure. So perfect.
Okay, cool. Here we go. So I'm going to initially just ask you about yourself, your name, tell us a little bit about you. Then we'll jump into the questions. And then at the ending, I'll ask if you can just give a closing message and then how they can get in touch with you. And we'll wrap it up.
Okay. And then what's the name of the show so I can shout you out to my BTS people?
Yes, Now Women Rising.
Now Women Rising, y'all. I'm on here with Alicia Hurtt of Now
Recording
Women
in
Rising,
progress.
y'all. Make sure y'all check her out. Those of you watching behind the scenes, I'll be posting the live. When's it drop?
Oh, Lord. I don't know yet.
Y'all sure
I'll
know
tell
yet.
you soon.
But we'll let y'all know. But look out for it when the footage drops so you can see the real footage. Y'all watching behind the scenes right now, seeing all the mess and chaos that happens BTS. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. You ready to rock?
Ready to rock.
All right. Hello, everyone. It's Alicia Hurtt here, your servant leader. I am here for another episode of Now Women Rising at the Women's Wellness Center. And you'll probably see some kids running behind me. It's okay. Don't be alarmed. I have another phenomenal guest today, and I'm just going to turn it over. Tell us who you are, where you are, and what brought you to this journey.
I love it. Hey, everybody. I'm Vitel, and I'm loving the authenticity of the kids running behind. Hey, like, I love it. Gotta get it in where you fit in. The mama's rule. I love it. But yes, I am Vitel, actress, model, entertainer, author, founder of Us Three Productions. I am right now headed to Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'm on the road at the moment for a Nine Lives World Tour. If you guys haven't heard of it, this is it, the Nine Lives World Tour. We're on the grand finale show of that, and it's coming to a close. And so I'm on the road right now, headed to Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Wow, you're literally on the road. Like, I appreciate your time. So I'm not going to keep you long.
No.
What moment in your life made you realize you were called to break generational patterns?
Absolutely. So I don't think there was ever a moment specifically. I feel like it's just a constant reminder. I like to say, life is a journey, not a destination, right? So, on this healing journey in life, it is a constant reminder. You're never really healed. I don't feel like you ever really arrive or have, we have multiple epiphany moments throughout life. So there was no real moment because I've kind of always known this, and it's kind of just grown as I continue to walk in my destiny and my passion and my purpose. Then God's just constantly reminding me that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So my show is all about breaking generational curses. Everything that I do with my production company is that's what it's about. It's for the next generation. It's about tackling the topics that people don't like to talk about, but everybody deals with. It's all of our projects are very relatable and understanding our purpose and what we're here for. And that's what I walk in every day.
Amen. So did anything shift in your spirit? Like when you said, you know what? Yes, I'm just going to answer to this calling.
Like I said, there was a lot of shifts, but I can point out a few in particular just to give you ideas. So, because I know that during this tour, we have gone to many different cities. So, we've been in Orlando, Birmingham, Raleigh, Atlanta, Washington, Houston, Nashville, and Boston, and now ending in Kentucky. And I know something happened in Washington, D.C. that definitely shifted. I was already there. I was already walking in my purpose, already knew, but then sometimes things just happen where you're like, okay, if I didn't know, now I know. Like it was different. And the best way I can describe it is an encounter with God. Me and my team experienced it. I felt like these are the 12 disciples. They're the witnesses. They're the ones who are going to help to back this up and to share this experience with the world. And so more information on that is definitely coming soon, but it was one of those moments where I had absolutely no doubt. I feel like that was a huge shift. I feel like my interviews since then, everything that I've done since then has changed. Like I went somewhere and I came back with so much more power physically, like in the flesh realm, that like there's no doubt in my mind at this point. There's no stopping me. There's no, like, I am invincible at this point when it comes to my purpose on this earth. Like, I know without a shadow of a doubt that God has sent me. He's walking with me every step of the way, and can't nothing touch him, right? So I just came back with that type of power and energy from Washington, and then it got even more extreme when I hit Boston. It's very interesting how the states that are up in that area are the ones that we end up having the most supernatural experience in. But those experiences are those moments that really make me realize, like, wow, it's no turning back now. Like, you cannot convince me. You have no proof that could possibly convince me that this isn't God. Like, it's very, very clear now.
Amen. So I'm jumping down because this question is relevant to what you just said.
Mhm.
What does being a now woman mean to you in this season of your life?
Ooh, being a now woman? Okay. I
Yes.
haven't asked that before. A now woman, listen, the urgency that was placed on me, like I said, with that experience in Washington and then again with Boston, like, there was such an urgency that I have to do it now. Like, I feel like one of the issues that I talk about a lot is how we often wait until we feel like we have enough money, we have enough support, we have a big enough fan base, and all of these things. Like, we have these visions and these dreams in us that we wait for, and it's like, what are we waiting for? Like, the time is now. It's time to start now. And if God has put it on your heart now, and if he's called you to it now, he's not expecting you to wait for anything. He would have waited to call you to it if that's the case.
Right.
So it's about us showing up right now with what we have, because we in our flesh feel like we don't have enough, or we need more before we can do this big picture, because sometimes God's showing us the big picture, and in reality we're like, but I don't have, we doubt ourselves. So just trusting and knowing that God's called you to something right now, and not waiting for that perfect moment. Like, start doing it, start implementing, start small, start wherever you're at with what you have in your hands right now, and then God's going to continue to provide and build and grow off of that. So that's what being a now woman means to me, is like, I'm not waiting for nothing. I'm showing up right now, because this is when God called me. So now is the time. There is an urgency. We are definitely living in the end times. It's time to really show up in our purpose and the reason that we're here. And life is too short to be sitting here waiting for the perfect moment. It's time to start now.
So tell me, how is she different from who she used to be?
Ooh, girl, that's a whole long whoo, man. It's a lot of changes that have taken place in me, but I would, if just to focus on one particular area, I would say just the confidence. Like I said, I know who sent me, I know who I'm representing and where I'm going and what I'm doing this for. So I don't allow whatever people think or say or feel about me, or rumors or anything else, to possibly interfere with what I got going on here, because it's too important, and my confidence is next level, because it's not just me, so yeah, I think the confidence is definitely not at all what it used to be. In fact, I talk about it in my show Nine Lives. I talk about my lack of confidence in the past and how I dealt with self-esteem issues and things of that nature. And so, none of that is the same anymore. That's all out the window at this point. So that's a huge change for me.
Amen. So tell me, what lie did you have to unlearn to fully walk in your purpose?
There's a lot of those too, and I guess it kind of falls hand in hand with it. But just there, I feel like the enemy's just constantly lying to us. Especially when we have this big purpose, and it's like you always have these doubts that pop up, like you can't do it, you're not good enough, they're not gonna believe you, all of these things. So it's like you have to battle constant lies, and I dealt with something called imposter syndrome. I was trying to get the name of it there. So imposter syndrome is definitely a big thing, and we give titles to things, but it's all the same thing. It's the enemy in your head. He's trying to get you to doubt yourself and trying to get you to stop what God has purposed you to do in this world. And so, call it imposter syndrome. That is definitely something that I've dealt with in the past, and just not even believing. Like, even when you see it, they say you got to see to believe. But even sometimes when you see it, it's still hard to believe. For example, I have a show that I'm bringing back that I haven't done since before the pandemic. Now, before the pandemic, I'd done the show like 20 times. it was an amazing show. It was sold out most of the time. It was definitely growing and building, and my fan base has more than quadrupled since then. And so I'm ready to bring the show back again. But then you got these doubts that start popping up, like, and I'm like, wait a minute now, I got pictures and videos. Like, I've done this before. There's no reason for me to think that I can't do it again. But those are the lies that start coming up, like, oh, you're going to need a lot more money this time. You're going to need this and that. And it's just like you got to constantly just be like a tennis player. You got this tennis racket and you just bam, 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 just knocking just knocking these lies as they come.
That's right. So tell me about a season where God's weight felt like absolutely not. You're not going to do it. And what did you learn in that in between phase?
I love your questions. First of all, let me say that, like, you prepared. I love this. These questions are just all right up my alley. Is what definitely needs to be said right now. Let me tell you something. Y'all see this show, 9 Lives? I've been on a world tour since January. And before I actually started on the world tour, I was like, no, thank you. Get somebody else to do it. That was my immediate response, what you just described there, when that vision. So this happened during the pandemic, that God put this particular calling on me. And I'm like, no, why would I do that? Why would I do a one woman show? But it was like, I knew I was supposed to do the show. I didn't know it was a one woman show at first. But when the pandemic happened and the world shut down, was right after I published my first book. So I'm like already in the process of turning this book into a show. And now I can't hire actors. I can't get a crew. I can't do any of the stuff that I was planning on doing with this book. But God was like, yes, you can. You can do it all yourself because you a one woman show. So not only did I play all these 9 different characters, but then I was the videographer, I was the makeup artist, I was wardrobe, I was like the whole crew behind the scenes too. And I did it reluctantly, because I saw the bigger picture of where the show is going, and even where it's gotten to now. Like, we saw this years ago. And so to see that, it was very intimidating. It was like, oh God, that is too big for me. I don't want that. Like, that's almost like asking me to sign up for being a president. I don't want to be the president. Like, y'all can have that, get somebody else to do that. But we ain't going to go there. But yeah, I can't do that. No. But if God calls you to it, I say it all the time. If he calls you to it, he will see you through it. He will make a way for it to happen. And so you just got to trust him. So sometimes that does happen reluctantly. Sometimes we do be in our flesh and be doubting what he's called us to do. But if you think about it, so did every single person in the Bible that God ever called to do something. They questioned it at first. They doubted it. They was like, huh? You want me? What? Get them? Won't they do it? Like, so it's perfectly normal to be that way. We're human beings made in his image. He knows, he understands. But once you start walking in it, it starts to fall into place. And that's where we're at now. But it did not start off that way. It was definitely a lot of doubt and a lot of, I don't want to do that.
So tell me, how do you balance being a powerhouse for others while still nurturing yourself?
So between myself and my family, I thought that's where you was about to go with that too. But yes, also a mama, for those who don't know. But yeah, that balance is something that I'm still working on daily. Just the basic necessities like sleeping and eating are something that my assistant has to remind me sometimes, because when I get focused and I'm on a mission, I'm like, I don't think about nothing else. And then suddenly my stomach's growling. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to eat today. So just like remembering those basic necessities and having a team that knows that I get too focused sometimes and I need to be reminded, that helps too. But I have to be just very just mindful, and I have to set alarms throughout my day. I have to do, put sticky notes up. I have to do things that I know, because I know myself. So I think the biggest thing is just knowing yourself. And if you know you're somebody who neglects yourself when you're on a mission, you got to set reminders. You got to make it happen, because if you're not taken care of, then there's going to be nobody here to complete the mission that you were called to do. So it is important. I take moments to step away after each show, even if it's just for a good 24 hours. I will disappear off of social media and everywhere just for a minute. And my favorite thing to do is go into the woods. So that's one of those strange things that a lot of people would not do that. But I like to pack a backpack and go disappear into the woods for a few days. And I'm like, send a search party if I don't return in 5. Okay. So that's one of my weird little things that I enjoy doing. I like to go backpacking by myself. Yep, me and the bears and the snakes. Oh my.
Have fun with that, sis.
Right.
Like maybe, like you got it.
I know your face said
that.
it all when I said that. But that's my, like, I just to get down to my roots and, like, you know, just to be out in nature where we don't have, like, I get to forget I live in 2025 for a minute and just be aware everything that God created. It's like, you know, the Garden of Eden. He created everything for us to live and survive, and we don't really need all this stuff. We just have the luxury of having these things. So I like to get back to that sometimes and be reminded. And it also makes me grateful for, you know, running water and flushing toilets and things like that.
Yes, it does. So listen, that's your thing,
right? No, not me.
So I'm gonna go to the next question. Okay. So was there ever a moment when you wanted to quit on yourself, your dream, or your assignment?
Lots of those moments too. Almost every day, I can say every other day at least. It is definitely a mere moments. The moments are shorter and less believable, meaning I think them still sometimes, but I know it's not going to happen because I'm going to keep going. But there is a lot of moments where it's exhausting and it's like, do I really have to do this? And you know, that's where those lies come in again. Were you really called to do that? Or you know, and you have to fight them. But it's in those moments that I do have to be, again, just being mindful and taking a moment, like recognizing that as a moment and thinking like, okay, I'm not going to quit. It's not an option, but I'm going to pause for a moment and I'm going to, you know, do something normal people do, like watch a movie or something, you know, like just take a moment where I'm not stressing it and I just reset myself. That's what I do when those moments come up.
Amen. So how has your definition of success changed as you've grown in faith and purpose?
My definition of success. Oh, that is really good. Man, your questions are so well thought out. I love it. So success, I think for most people when they're first starting out has a lot to do with the amount of wealth that they have, the ability that they have to do things in America, which requires money. And, you know, just the feeling of I've arrived. I'm finally there. This is the life that I dreamed of. So that has changed a lot because now I understand that you're never going to arrive. Like I'm there now. I was there from the very beginning. I just had to learn to embrace it. And it was all about mindset. So success has already happened. It's already occurred. I'm already there. I'm living it right now. Like my whole life from that point on is successful. And that's how that shift has happened. And what that means to me when it comes to success. So the bank account will continue to grow. The following will continue to change. All of that stuff's going to keep happening. That doesn't determine my success. I'm living it right now. As soon as I decided this is what I'm doing, I arrived at success.
And you answered this, but maybe you have other examples or want to expound. Can you share a time when obedience to God didn't make sense, but changed everything?
Oh yeah, it's definitely, this show is the theme of it's the theme. I'm not even trying to like shameless plug on purpose or nothing. It just keeps coming, like all your questions tie right into what we do. And so being this show is what it's all about. Like honestly, I started off feeling like, oh gosh, that just hit my spirit real hard just now. I started off feeling like this is all about healing. It's all about breaking curses. It's all about the next generation. But for me, I feel like, you know, the healing had taken place prior to doing this world tour and continues to happen. But for me, it was more about obedience than anything. For me, I feel like this whole experience has been a test of my obedience. Even all the way up to this last Boston show, sitting in the car about to drive 20 freaking hours to a state I had never been in. I didn't know where we were going to stay. I didn't, like, none of it made any sense. This whole tour has not made any sense. I did not have the funding for it. I didn't have the major sponsors. I didn't have any of the stuff when I started to do it. And I still had to be obedient. And throughout this whole thing, like, the funding has come, the support has come, the vendors have come, the organizations have just rallied around people all across the world, even though, it's called the World Tour. And you notice that the cities are in the US, right? So virtually all across the world, we're interviewing with people in Africa and Costa Rica and Russia, even like places that I've never been. We're building in those places virtually before we even get there. And God is just definitely showing out with this. So I've had to continue to be obedient through every single show, because at any point in time I could have been like, you know what, I'm just going to cancel this one, which is where I was at with the Boston show. Honestly, it was very scary to go, that far out of my comfort zone, and not knowing what the provision was right then, and being able to see it for myself. It was like walking up an invisible staircase and expecting them to appear as I'm stepping on them. So I wanted to quit with that one, but I didn't. And I saw when I got there why the lies were so loud, and the feeling of, oh, I don't want to do this one, was so big, because that was one of the most powerful shows. The people that were there just really needed it, resonated with them. There's some powerful people in Boston. You could just feel that energy returned, and the show was just next level because of that energy that audience shared with me. And it was a miracle. So that's the best way I can explain it. And that's what continues to happen. So I think the more we continue to be obedient, like these 9 shows was a test of my obedience, but that's not going to stop. I'm going to have to continue to be obedient for the rest of my life. So who knows how much bigger those tests will get, but it just gets easier to trust. And when you show up and see that God works it out, then it's like, okay, he did it before, he'll do it again. And you just
amen. You just gave a whole sermon right there. Like, amen. Let's just say amen. Let's close it. Let's do benediction.
Let's take up the offering. No, when I feel it, I'm like, okay, this is for somebody. I don't know who this is for, but I got to say it. But I felt that in my spirit for sure. When
yes. So tell me, what legacy are you intentionally building for your family, as you can hear mine in the background, and future generations?
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Like I said, when I first started off, that was just the main focus, and it's all about the next generation, and this is going to make things better for them. And, putting my business out there, that the things that I've struggled through, to make sure that my family doesn't have to struggle through that either. So, I mean, not just discussing, like with this particular show, we discuss all the topics that are necessary for people of the past generations to heal. And I think it's so important for the generations prior to heal, in order for the next generation to do better and to not have to go through those things. The generations before us were taught not to discuss these things that are happening in our households, not to, we're supposed to just sweep it under the rug. We're supposed to forget about it. And that's why so many predators and people who target our children and things like that are able to get away with these things, because they know that we were always taught to be quiet about it. That's, if you go back even further, that's why slavery happened, because we all had this mindset of this is what it's supposed to be like, and we're not supposed to fight back. Like, I feel like we're in a generation now where we are fighting back against all the wrongs that are being done in this world, the domestic violence that's happening, the human trafficking, and all the things that we talk about with this show, and that I'll continue to push for, to help to prevent them, because more of these predators are going to start to be like, you know what, I'm not going to take my chances, because she going to say something and she might make a whole movie about it, so that's it's protecting. What I'm doing now is protecting the future and helping them to speak out and not fall for so many things that we have that have imprisoned us in the past, and also setting my family personally up for financial success as well. Let's just face it, it's about that as well. So that's a big part of it, and I don't want any of my children to struggle financially like I did. I don't want them to have to fight as hard. So that's a big in the forefront of my mind. And like Beyonce said, my great grandchildren are already rich. So yes, shout out to Beyonce.
That's my girl. Yes. Am I a beehive? I don't know. I guess I am.
Listen. At this point, I don't think anybody's beehive anymore. We need to come up with a name for Blue and Roomy, because
that's right.
That's what it's all about. When you become a mama, don't nobody care about you no more. We all about the kids. So right? Where's Blue and Roomy at? Get out her way.
That's it.
I'm just glad Blue let Beyonce come and be on her tour. That was nice of her.
and clearly he heard you, which he did not. But,
Hi,
it's all about him. Say hello.
Yes, it is all about the kids. Hi, you are adorable.
And he knows it. That's the problem.
I know, right? So, I can tell he's a little charmer.
So listen, if you could sit down with your younger self, what would you tell her about the woman she's becoming?
Man, the first thing that came to my mind is don't be scared, girl. Don't be scared. Like my younger self would definitely be very terrified of the woman I've become now and that I continue to become. So I would just say, embrace it. Don't be scared. Lean into that nervousness. Hey, lean into that nervousness as you're feeling it, and use that as your power. Because yeah, fear holds us back a lot, and fear has held me back and made me make the wrong turns because trying to stay in the comfort zone and things like that. So I would speak to that fear in me as my younger self. Absolutely.
Amen. So for that lady, that woman that is like, oh my God, like I heard so much, but what do I take away? Could you give her some closing information?
Trying to say this right, because I know this is probably the most important part of any interview, and whether it's for someone watching behind the scenes or someone watching the replay later, um, we are human beings in the flesh, and we're all, no matter what our religion is, our background, or anything like that, we are spiritual beings who are in this flesh. And so when we feel a calling to do something, it's so easy for us to be hesitant because we're looking at the flesh and we're looking at what we see in this physical realm. But I want to encourage somebody watching, and I'm trying to say it to where it makes the most sense to all levels of understanding spiritually, that there is definitely a spiritual realm, and that's the realm that your soul is on, your spirit man is on, and we have to all learn how to operate more in that, and kind of die to our flesh daily, to where we're not looking so much at the limitations that we have here, whether that be the time, the money, the fact that I got children, or anything that would cause us any doubt as to what God has called us to do. If we are here on this earth, then we are purposed to do something, and it's our job to tap into our spirit and find out what that is, to spend that quality time with our creator, trying to understand and know what it is that he wants us to do, and walk in that every day. And the more we do that, the less these limitations, they're so irrelevant at that point, the more we move forward in that. So I just want to encourage anyone watching to spend time, just alone, getting to know what that means for you. And don't let these fleshly thoughts or fears determine what you decide to do, because at the end of the day, one thing we all have in common, no matter what our background is we can only go in the coffin by ourselves. It's going to end for all of us at some point in time, and we don't know when that time is. So make the most out of every single moment that you get on this earth, and just be a world changer, and do it now. Like the show says, do it now. Don't wait.
Now, period.
Right now.
So now it's your opportunity. Please, I know you shared the flyer. If you want to put it back up and just tell us a little bit more about it, how they can connect with you, and other things that you have coming up. I know you got more coming up.
Yes. So I'm not going to speak too much on the things coming up, just because they're going to be a little ways out, and we're working behind the scenes to get some things locked in so we can make some official announcements. But I will tell you guys, the 9 Lives World Tour once again is closing out in Bowling Green, Kentucky on June 28th. This is our last and final show of the 9 Lives World Tour. After that, it's going to be in all the other countries. It ain't gonna be here in America. Okay, so y'all gonna miss it if y'all miss this one. So make sure you come out to the 9 Lives World Tour. It's a one-woman show all about helping people to heal from trauma. Make sure you guys follow us online and connect with us. A great way to connect with us, to stay in the loop with all the details of any shows or any auditions or contests or giveaways, anything that we have going on at Us 3 Productions, you can text us at 770-626-5075. Shoot us a text message and follow the prompts to subscribe to stay in the loop. You can also go to vitel.net. That's V as in victory, ITELLE.net. Go to vitel.net and subscribe there via email, so you can stay in the loop with everything that we've got going on. And of course, follow us on all your social media platforms.
Thank you so much for your time. I wish you safe travels because you're just all over in these streets, okay?
Right.
But you're doing what thus said the Lord, so I know that you'll be good.
Yes,
okay, and I just enjoyed our time together. You guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Now Women Rising. Until next time, see you guys.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.
Yay, I love it. Great interview. You had some amazing questions. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I will send the folder right over to you so you can do with it what you please. And what I'll do is make sure at least a week before your last show, this will air.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
No problem. Take care.
Pleasure to meet you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. Let's see. Okay, so I'm out of that Zoom. Let me make sure I close this out without closing out nothing I don't want to close out. Okay, so I'm still live behind the scenes. So how many of y'all are still with me? Have y'all been rocking with me through this? It looks like TikTok is just on time with getting on my nerves, making me do a puzzle. And I got about 30 minutes, really 20, because I need time to pack up and get up out of here. But let me do this little puzzle on TikTok so they can leave me alone and let me be great. All right. And then I'm going to address you guys watching behind the scenes. So, all right. So did y'all enjoy that interview? That was awesome. She had some amazing questions. He said I needed a drink after that. It did get deep. It did get deep. But DeMario, you wasn't in Washington. That's right. You missed I'm telling you, like, you just had to been there. You had to been there. If you were a part of this very supernatural encounter that we had, it was sunshine. No. Sunshine was there. Sky was there. We got it on tape. We recorded it. So yeah, it's something else, and it's coming soon. We'll talk about that later. Yes, you were there in spirit. Absolutely. So I got to come down for a minute now because I got just a few more minutes to talk to you guys some more about these people that I need to shout out, the people that I need to thank for the gifts that were given to me at the show. And I may not have everybody's names down, but I have their faces in my head. So I'm going to do my best to try to shout everybody out. And hopefully if my team is on here, can help me tag some people as well. But yeah, that was, her questions were very in tune. As me and my team like to say, she was in the vein, y'all. She was in the vein. Okay. So that was Miss Alicia Hurtt with Now Women Rule. Is that what it's called? I'm over here messing up the title already. Y'all will see when I post this. When she posts it and she tags me on it, I'm gonna repost it to y'all. Okay. So we'll talk about it later. All right. What's up? What's up? Thank you for the heart, Mies. Appreciate you. All right. So I want to shout out a few more businesses before we get off of here. A lot of these are people who have been a part of our show since we've been on the 9 Lives World Tour. You already know what it is, 9 Lives World Tour. So I can't remember which city everybody's in. So if it don't come to mind, I'm just going to skip that part. But I do want to shout out these people right here because these were in Boston, our most recent show. I want to shout out to the Women's Lunch Place. So they have a few different things here that I'm just going to skim over a little bit. So this is the Women's Lunch Place in Boston, Massachusetts. So for those of you who don't know, we do partner with different organizations in all the different cities we go to. So when people come to see this show, we expect for them to be able to get information from, hair on my lip. We expect them to be able to get information from the organizations that are in the building. So we have organizations that come and set up vendor tables with us to pass out their information, to sign people up, to whatever it is that they're offering to the community, to have that information there for you, which is some of the stuff I'm about to go over here. And because we're only going to do the show one time, and let's just face it, the show can sometimes open up some wounds that you thought were healed and maybe still need a little healing on, or maybe bring to your attention something, it's triggering, right? So at the end of the day, we want for people to be able to take something with them and to be able to connect with the organizations in their own community that maybe they didn't even know existed. So the ones that I'm about to shout out now, maybe you didn't even know existed. Okay. So these are specifically from our Boston show, because they had some great organizations in that city. And so part of my team's job when we come into the cities, like, this is not just a show, a play, whatever y'all think it is, this is a whole experience. So part of our job is to reach out to to the different organizations prior to getting there into that city and find out if they want to partner with us and be a part of this movement, and let them know what the options are and all of those different things. So that's what we're doing, and that's what some of these organizations came from, right? Okay, so the Women's Lunch Place is a daytime shelter and advocacy center, and it says it's a judgment-free space, open to all who identify as women. Okay, and this open. They're open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. And this is at 67 Newberry Street, Boston, Massachusetts. To find out more information, you can go to womenslunchplace.org. That's women's with the S, womenslunchplace.org. Check them out. They have their available services are listed on the back here. I'm not going to read through all of them, but I'll just skim through that. They have healthy meals, direct care such as showers, laundry, toiletries, all that stuff. That's amazing. That's what I want at my shelter when I open it up, right? This is awesome. Advocacy. They have housing search and stabilization. Ooh, I love them already. Health and wellness, and of course it's a resource center, so they have computers, copier, fax machine. Like, listen, I'm just skimming through this for the first time, y'all, and I can already tell that this place has literally everything that I plan on having when I open up my place, that I don't want to call it a shelter, but it's going to be a place, okay? Because it's literally got everything that you need when you're out on the streets, and you don't know that you need these things until you're out on the streets. And I know firsthand the things that are needed, and these are it, because the goal is to help people to get out of homelessness, to overcome homelessness. That's the goal for some of us. Now, there are some organizations out here in the world that their goal is to keep homelessness going, because it's a multi-billion-dollar company for this country. So we'll get into that later in my next book that you guys can look out for. The Homeless System is coming soon, and we're going to talk more about this. So perhaps the Women's Lunch Place is going to be a place that I reach out to partner when we do our next show, when we bring back The Face of Homeless, which we are bringing back. If you guys have been following me since pre-pandemic, you already know The Face of Homeless is an amazing show, but the book that goes along with it is a little late, but it's coming out this year. Okay, so look out for that. The Homeless System and The Face of Homeless is coming back. And sorry, my Instagram's acting up over here. And so you guys can look out for that. And we're going to be talking a lot more about these types of services and how this country runs off homeless people. All right. So yes, it's that one is definitely a whistleblower book. Stay tuned. That's definitely one of those, like she was just talking about in the interview, get somebody else to do it. But you got to be willing to pay the price. That's all. That's all I'm going to say right there. What's up, sir? Hello, hello. All right. So this, I think, is from, so this is from Girls Leap. This is a safety, self-defense, and courage. It's called Empower Them. And this looks like it's from July 8th through August 8th. They have a program for students rising grades 4 through 6. Free lunches provided. Empower Them is a free 5-week summer program that helps students prevent summer learning loss while building confidence, leadership, and academic skills. That's awesome. And then Girls Leap is all about safety, self-defense, and courage. Y'all know this is right up my alley. This is very important because one of the topics we talk about in 9 Lives is human trafficking. So check them out if you want to screenshot that to check them out later. And this is based out of Boston, Massachusetts. All these organizations that I'm sharing with you guys, y'all follow, support them, donate. They are doing things in their community. These are the people that they might not necessarily have the big advertising dollars, okay, but they're putting their money where their mouth is. They're out here putting in the work, okay. And this is also from the Women's Lunch Place, and it's just some more facts and information about how many healthy meals they provide annually, showers, loads of laundry. Wow, 3,100 loads of laundry. That's about how much I do in a year myself, I feel like. Okay. But there's just some more information about them. So I wanted to share that as well. That is amazing. We're definitely going to be staying in touch, connecting, and continuing to build that relationship with them. So all of our organizations, as well as vendors that we connect with for this movement, it's not just that show and then we're done. It's definitely a lifelong partnership from here on out. So let me shout out some of these books here. Oh, also got to shout out the Boston's new home for hip hop and R&B and urban music, wwocradio.com. If y'all saw my little snippet from my interview on my stories not too long ago, should still be up in my stories within the last 24 hours. Boston's wwocradio.com. Make sure y'all check them out. That was a great interview. And so I wanted to shout them out as well for allowing us to be on their station. Shout out to Sky Darling, who was our representative in Boston, who held it down, showed out. She did her thing. She brought in the vendors. She brought in the interviews. She was on it for the Boston show. So shout out to Sky Darling, who will also be in attendance at the Bowling Green show. So for the grand finale, these are a couple things that are different for the grand finale. We are doing a huge red carpet event. So bring your best dress for those of you coming to the grand finale in Bowling Green. There will be red carpet photos and interviews. Our host, Aisha Blackford, will be returning. She is officially the host of Nine Lives from here on out. She's amazing to be able to juggle, not just hosting the show itself, but also speaking to each vendor individually, giving them advertising opportunities to interview with them on camera, where we'll do their commercial later and talk more about their products. And also she host the show, of course, to take everyone on this journey. But the show does not start on the stage. Like, this particular show starts from the moment they come into the door. So it's a whole experience that she literally escorts them through, this exciting experience, to make it exciting and fun and welcoming in the beginning, before she has to transition people into, okay, now it's time to get down to business and time to heal. And so she has to be able to make that transition with them. So she does breathing exercises and she does everything to just get everybody comfortable and in their seats and into, this is what's about to happen next, and I'm here with you. So Aisha does an amazing job at juggling all of those things. I know at one point with this show, we had like 3 or 4 different hosts. One was on the red carpet, one was doing all the vendor interviews, and another one was actually doing the show itself. And Aisha is very skilled at doing all of those things. So shout out to Aisha. If you're on here, tag Aisha in here. Yeah. What do you mean? Do you need to be there? Are you part of the team? I'm gonna need you. Okay. I know you won first place in our quiz, but I'm about to renege that. I'm about to we got to take that back because I am disappointed at this question on here. I'm not, stop distracting me, Demario. We're going to talk on this. We're going to talk on Zoom tonight. We got a meeting tonight. Okay. I'm not going to spend no more time on that. All right. Let me shout out these authors here. So I have 4 authors here that I want to shout out. All about support, right? So these are all right in the alley of what we're doing with Nine Lives. Of course, Nine Lives is based on my book, I Am a Poetic Ensemble. And so when I have other authors as a part of this particular show, they are not competition. They are in the vein with what we're doing, which is helping people to heal. Okay. So this is the book called Quiet as Kept by Miss Shanti Refuge. And this is one of those, I believe this is one of those like journals that you go along with, but Quiet as Kept, from the CEO of Shanti Refuge Journals, My Story, My Journal. So she has several different journals that she had available at our show that are like follow along and write your own path in your own journey. You might mess around and write your own book by following along with her books. So I'm going to share hers. Make sure you look up Shanti Refuge, Quiet as Kept. I'm just going to read a little bit on the back here. It is a memoir. It's a raw and unflinching look into her life experiences that have shaped her into the person she is today. With a fearless approach, Shanti shares the painful truths that have haunted her for far too long. Her story may trigger some individuals, and it will definitely make somebody mad. But Shanti is unapologetic in her approach to sharing her truth. I love that. Absolutely, Miss Shanti. I'm shouting you out and commending you because this is not easy to do. Been there, done that. I already know, honey. And I love that you got your childhood photo on there. If you look on the back of my book, I got my childhood photo on there too, because that's what it's all about. We're healing our younger selves and we're helping other people to heal in the process. So shout out to Miss Shanti Refuge. Okay. There we go. I can't wait to read that there. And then she even included like a little thank you. That's so cute. A thank you with her social media on it. So I'm going to hold that up for y'all to see her social media, Instagram, Facebook, and her email there too. Make sure y'all follow and support her and get your copy of her book. And I'm going to let y'all know what I think about it later when I get to reading it. Okay. Because I'm gonna have to take all these books out camping with me. Y'all heard me earlier when I said I gotta go camping after this show and probably disappear for like a week into the woods. I'm gonna read all these books, okay? Because yes, these books are, I can already tell they are so powerful. This one here is Miss Claudia Macy. Is the visionary author, and it looks like she has several other authors included in on this book. So that's awesome. And it's called Reclaiming My Life, a collaboration of stories by courageous chain breakers. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Courageous chain breakers. That's what we are. Yes. Okay. I'm going to need to get in on the next book. I want me a chapter. Okay. I'll put me a poem in there. Okay. Have me on there too, Miss Claudia. All right. I see you. So shout out for Reclaiming My Life. I love it. We have all these authors that are included in this. You can go to claudiamassey.com. That's CLAUDIAMASSEY.com. claudiamassey.com. All right. And I love it. And of course, she signed it in here for me. Thank you, Miss Claudia. Love it. All right. Here's the next one. It's called Triangulation. This is Miss Pamela Beard. I remember who this one is. Okay. So it comes back to me once I see the book and I match the face with the book in my head. So Miss Pamela actually did an interview with her. I got to repost that today too. I haven't reposted that one in a minute, but the highlight snippets of it. But her interview was so awesome. I felt like I was sitting down with like my sister or my aunt or something. Like I felt like we related, you know, and it's not just because we're both light skinned, okay, and with the curly hair, but also because her spirit was just everything to me. So I love it. So Triangulation, I'm really looking forward to reading this. She did share a little bit of her testimony with me, but this one is about how to break free from toxic relationships. Don't we all need this? Okay. Triangulation. Yes. And you see that chain breaking. You see the theme. You see the theme here, the chain breaking. Hello, somebody. Okay. Y'all get it. Enough said. Get the book. This is Miss Pamela Bird. Is it Bird? Yeah, I think it's Bird. I'm saying her name all wrong. I'm sorry, Miss Pamela. All right, so that is her there. Make sure y'all check her out. Triangulation, Reclaiming My Life, and Quiet as Kept with Miss Shanti. And last but not least, I'm just going to shout him out real quick because he gave me a copy of this book. He wasn't necessarily one of our vendors, but he wasn't able to get on time because we just met like right prior to the show when I was there for an interview. But shout out to Mr. Nico Flowers, My Hurt Your Heal. Make sure you guys get a copy of his book as well. This is a multi-award winning media personality. Nico Flowers pulls back the curtain on his turbulent past in this powerful and deeply personal memoir. Okay, from enduring the pain of childhood sexual abuse to navigating devastating family tragedies and overcoming life struggles, Nico's journey is a testament to resilience, faith, and the power of healing. Once again, what is the theme? It is healing. It is all about healing, folks. I'm sharing with you books that's going to help your life because these folks are taking the time to share their testimonies and being courageous enough to do that. It is not easy to share your own personal testimony, especially when you have been through some things, and especially when they involve other people who may be the bad guys in your story and won't be happy. Like Miss Shanti Refuge said on the back of her book, it's going to be some people mad. Oh, well, proceed not with caution, but with boldness. Okay. That's what I'm encouraging you guys to do. So shout out to all these folks. And he signed his as well. So excited to have signed copies of my books. So get y'all signed copies too and support these other authors. Okay. So we have, I wanted to make sure I just shout them out and encourage you guys. And somebody out there is working on a book themselves, or maybe feels like you should and you haven't yet for whatever's stopping you or slowing you down or holding you back. I'm gonna need you to get it together because if God called you to it, he will see you through it and can't nobody stop him. Okay. So walk in your power and authority, sis, or bro, whoever you are that I'm talking to. Okay. Last few shout outs because I have some products here that I definitely want to use as soon as possible. I already shouted out my soap earlier, which is Wrapped with Love by Bjor Marie. I'm not French, y'all, even though my name is Vitel. Okay. I'm probably saying it wrong, but the soap is good. Okay. Just get you some. All right. And so hit me up if you want more information about her, but it is Wrapped in Love. Bjor Marie collection. All right, we're going to make a nickname for that so I can stop messing it up, okay? But let me go ahead and shout out Miss Teresa Ann. This is the Luxury Candle Company. Now, I have it still in the original package that it came in because I wanted to show y'all how lovely this is, okay? Because It's hand poured in Nashville, Tennessee. So that made it easy for me. Now I can remember which show this came from. This was from the Nashville show. So I'm ready to use this candle. So I got to show y'all what it looks like before I get to burning it. Okay. Now I want to shout her out also because she got it in there good. So it ain't going to come out during transportation. There we go. So I wanted to shout her out while I'm over here messing up her candle presentation because she was the first person to tell me that when you have a wooden wick, you are supposed to cut the top of it off after every time. You're supposed to cut the black off. Why didn't nobody tell me that before? As many candles as I done bought from y'all. So everybody before the Nashville show who I've ever bought a candle from, that just read my face, okay? If my mouth don't say it, my face definitely will. But shout out to Miss Teresa Ann for letting me know because I've been burning y'all candles all wrong. Y'all ain't tell me to cut the wick, and now I know. Okay, what's up, my boo? I just seen you pop up in here. Hey, Coach K. Hugs and kisses to you. Okay, so this is luxury, and I want to shout her out too because her candle line. So we didn't even know this before we brought her on as a vendor. She has a candle line called, drum roll please, I Am. Where they do that at? Isn't it amazing when you're at your own show and you don't know who your vendors are and you go around to shop the vendors, because that's what I do. I got to support and I love me. Like, first of all, the products that we book for this particular show, because this show is about my life. We always screen our products and we pick products that I want to buy because I'm planning on buying from y'all. So you're already going to get some of your money back just off of me. I'm telling you that now. So we pick products personally that I like. So I always get candles, always get bath and body products, those kind of stuff. That's stuff that I like. And sweets, of course, and food. So yeah, y'all get the idea, right? So these are the products that we're going to have at our shows. But I did not know when I went up to her table, and she didn't even know that my book was called I Am. I don't think she did anyways, but I heard her say it in an interview while we were getting ready. And she was like, yeah, my candle line, I Am. That is the name of my very first book. So shout out to Miss Teresa Ann, Luxury Candle Company, and her beautiful, bold gold, I don't got my fingerprints all on it, but candle from her I Am collection. And in the bottom here where you see this says resilient. So her I Am collection has different words on it. So it's I Am, whichever one you pick. And those are her fragrances. So I chose resilient. It was really hard to pick which one I wanted because I was trying to go off the smell of it, which is amazing. Y'all smell that, smell that. Too bad we ain't got smell-o-vision yet. Okay, I'm working on it. Bear with me, guys. I can't create everything in one lifetime. Give me a second. But it smells so good. So I was trying to decide if I want to go off the smell of it or the name of it, because obviously I am resilient, right? So I had to choose this one, but I love the smell too. But it's beautiful. It just got these little stones in there that I really feel like is going to bring the energy. I can feel the energy as I'm touching them. So I can tell this candle was made in love because I can feel it. All right. So shout out to Miss Teresa Ann, get you her candles. So now that I've shown you guys this, I can actually burn it because I was really looking forward to burning this and smelling it, but I couldn't do it yet because I had to show it on a live first and I had to do her commercial. So once I do that for my vendors' products, then I can actually use them. And so I'm really excited to use that. I'm going to put it back in its little safekeeping box. I love how she has this packed like this. I've never had candles packed this way either, so where I can't get into them once I put them in, but it keeps it safe when I'm traveling. Okay, so that's her product. And the last few people I'm going to shout out, and again, I don't remember exactly who gave me what at each show. Y'all got to forgive me. I remember your face because I remember the feeling I got when you handed it to me, and it was wonderful. But to try to get everybody's names, Teresa was her mom. Oh, okay. Teresa was her mom's name. That's right. Okay, so she named the candle company. Thank you, because I can't go live while you're at work anymore because I need you on here. I'm like, oh my gosh, her name is Consuela. Okay, Consuela. So thank you, Miss Consuela. Teresa Ann was her mother's name, and she made this candle line. And memory and loving memory of her mother. Correct? I remember that now. So again, bear with me, guys, because I have so many cities and so many thousands of people we meet in every city, and it's a lot. But I want to thank the people who take the time to just give me special little gifts, like during or after the show. I know I be needing your help, girl. I be needing it. Because yeah, it just means the world to me. So here's a couple of things that I haven't actually opened yet because or haven't taken out and used yet, just because I wanted to share and say thank you. Did you get who gave me this? Did you get there so we can tag them potentially? If not, I just still want to say thank you because you will be seeing me wearing these soon. Matter of fact, let me see. I might can pop a little pink in there today. I might have to switch it up today on them, but thank you. This was a beautiful gift that was given to me at the Boston show. I remember that. Okay, it was at the Boston show. And then also this right here. Now, this right here meant so much because when it was given to me, she said, because she just knew already, even though she had just met me, that I don't really take the time for myself as often as I should. So she was like, every day I have to turn this over. And now I can take the little tag off of it now that I've showed you guys, but it's so cute. Let me just take this tag on off of it now. So it's an hourglass, obviously, but she said that, there we go, that I have to take an hour each day to just center myself and do some self-care or whatever it is that I do. I don't know if I can make it this long because already this is taking a long time for me. But Miss Janetta, yes, it was Janetta. I remember. No, that was not that one. This one was not paparazzi. I thought it was too when she brought it to me, but no, this was not her. She was sitting at the table with Bay Holla and Janetta. Again, y'all bear with me because and see, I couldn't keep organized without my amazing executive assistant Nisa because I meet so many people in these cities and I just love them all so much. And I'm trying to get everybody's names down, and I hate when I forget people's names, but I still got to shout them out and say thank you because this just meant so much. And this one, yeah, this was from Miss Janetta or Janine. It was Janine. It was Janine. It wasn't Janetta. I'm sorry, Janine. It was Janine. Now that you mentioned that, I remember because it was spelled. I remember how it was spelled because I wrote it out. So if I write your name out, it's a lot easier for me to remember it. But yes, I just want to thank her for this is a very thoughtful gift, and it's cute, and it makes a beautiful decoration. So thank you. I'll be traveling with this, so I've got to bubble wrap it because I'm taking this on the road with me as I'm traveling. So thank you, Janine. I appreciate you. And she has a nonprofit as well. Oh, you're talking about the necklace? No, that's who gave me that. So maybe she gave me two things. No, it was somebody else. Girl, charge it to my head, not my heart, because I can't remember. But that is everybody here that I have, I believe. Oh, nope. I got one more organization that I forgot about, and that is Step Rocks. I got to shout out Step Rocks here. They gave us all kind of goodies that I haven't actually looked through this whole thing yet. But oh yeah, who was it that gave us these things? See, it's like Christmas when I go on. This was Rain's because we put her coins in it. Somebody gave her a whole bunch of coins to put in her piggy bank. Y'all just be giving us stuff. I love it. I love it. It really is the thought that counts because some of stuff is just like, it just warms my heart so much to see. This says, "You are awesome." This little package that I'm taking it out of. I just want to see what's in here while I'm. Oh, yes. This was in. Okay. So this is in loving memory of Kiana Page Barrows. Wow. November 12, 2001 to May 10th, 2022. That is not long enough right there. Wow. Bless you guys for what you're doing. This is in loving memory of her. So they have her card there so everyone can remember her name and remember her face. Miss Kiana Page Burrows, and they have a pin as well. So we got to rock and represent that. And then we have a girl power bracelet. How cute is that? Girl power bracelet there. And then a stay positive little journal and pin that says, "Be bold, be courageous, be your best." I love it. Thank you guys so much. So this came in this little kit here. And I think there's a t-shirt in here as well. And this is to stop domestic violence. So Miss Kiana, I don't know her entire story. And I was looking for something with some information on it so I can share with you guys. Oh, wait. Yep. "May you always walk in sunshine." This looks like a poem. So I want to find out more information so I can tell you guys her story. But I can say that it's Stop Domestic Violence. And that is one of the topics that we talk about in our show. So we have this ribbon here that I will be wearing and representing at, I got to put it to where it shows the picture and the words at my next show. Y'all will see me on the red carpet with this right here, representing for our lovely lady from Boston who, assuming she lost her life to domestic violence. So this is what it's all about. We're all about preventing this. Step Roxbury. Yes. Okay. I know I do got to wrap it up. I was looking at the time, but hey, they gonna have to chill out. If they come knocking on the door right at 12, they'd be all right. All right. So I also have a shirt because I want to take the time to definitely acknowledge Miss Kiana. This is one of the shirts that they gave me, Kiana's Walk, in loving memory of Kiana Page Burrows. We all fight together. Okay. That's my alarm going off too. Tell me to wrap it. Okay. So thank you for this. This is beautiful. And here she has so many sponsors and things that are helping her to spread the word and represent. That's so awesome. Y'all keep up the great work. I really hate that, you know, the horrible things that take place in the world prior to us walking in our purpose and starting to focus on causes that really make a difference in the world. A lot of times, unfortunately, these things happen, and it's what it takes to light a fire in us. And I am speaking for myself as well, to start to fight for the injustices in this world. Um, someone lost their life, and now her life is even just as meaningful, if not more, in her passing, because her spirit continues to make a difference in this world, and we're combating and fighting against domestic violence. And I love it. And I love you guys for doing that. Thank y'all so much. Again, Step Rocks, who she already tagged on Instagram. They are a recovery support center. Got to shout them out. They did set up a table at our event, and these are some of the things that they were giving away. So this is like a little bag, which I'm probably going to have to use this right now because, oh yeah, I love this. I love things that are compact and then they get bigger like this. So, hey, Ray, you can use this to go ahead and pack the food in there. See how that came in handy? Y'all see me using my bag, right? This is my Step Rocks bag. They can't say I did not use it. And so this is what it turns into from this little pouch that is so convenient. Rashad, you got fell asleep over there? Here, take this, and we gotta start packing out. You can use that to pack the food in the drawer. All that food in. Okay, and then, oh, there's some more bags in here. This is going to be coming in handy. And some of these things I'm going to be giving away at the next show, too. What's up, Lena? Lena on my live. So we have some pins from Step Rock. So they just, a lot of times the places, the vendors that come out, or the organizations that support, will give us so much merch and things that we have some to run over into the next show. So that's pretty awesome. So some of you guys will be getting some of these pins from Step Rocks, because I'm not going to be greedy and hog them all to myself. But some Step Rocks, and also, what is this? What is this little gadget? It's a flashlight. I don't even know what it is. Well, let me find out. What does this do? I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's magic. All right, so this is a little, it's got a nail clipper in there. Oh, that was so cool. I've never seen this before. It's got a little nail clipper and looks like some nail file, and whatever this thing is you want to use that for. Can dig stuff out of your ears. I don't know. I don't recommend that. I'm no doctor, so don't quote me on that. But and then it's got some tweezers in here. It looks like these are tweezers that I can't get out. But that is so cool. I mean, I've never seen nothing like that. I'm going to need some tweezers to get out these tweezers, but y'all get the idea. That is so cute. Step Rocks Recovery Support Center has these little things, and there's a few of them in here. So I'm going to be putting these in some of my VIP bags for the 9 Lives World Tour show. So let me keep all this stuff together. Also, shout out to BNN Media. They gave me some pins as well. So, I mean, these be my best pins. When I get pins from my vendors, they be getting some good quality pins. And then there's, these big duffel bags. Ooh, these are some good quality duffel bags. I got 2 of them. So since there's only 2 of them, we're going to be giving these away as door prizes for our next show. So we're going to have lots of door prizes, lots of, even some of the books will be given away. that you saw mentioned here. All of these things. We have door prizes. We have red carpet. We have so much going on. Also, the BNN Network gave us these shirts. There's some more T-shirts that we're going to be giving away. I just love it. I love all the giving and the stuff, and it's just amazing. Oh, and this is one of my favorite things. I'm gonna show y'all this a little bit too, because me and Nisa did a video I haven't posted yet, but I love things that get my life organized, and so this is one of the things from Boston Neighborhood Network Media. I did a couple of shows there at that network, and they hooked me up with this little thing, and I didn't know what it was at first. I thought it was just a regular notebook, and then I opened it and it was like, voila, things that help organize my life. And so it made me so happy, and I'll try in my business, but y'all get the idea of what that is. So I have actually been really using this along with my pen from Sometimes You Win, Sometimes You Learn. Doesn't say the name of the company on here, but it is definitely from my show. Okay. So thank you to all of the vendors, everybody who just continues to make this show possible and come together. Like I could not do this myself, and I cannot make this stuff up. Like just the way everybody comes together, it is always such a supernatural experience. I want to encourage y'all, if you have not seen the show yet, to make sure you catch this Bowling Green show. There's going to be so many people coming from far and wide for the Bowling Green show, and that's why we're making it a red carpet. And as if that's not enough, instead of a regular curtain call, we're actually going to be doing an award show for my team. So stick around for the curtain call. If you make it to the Bowling Green show, we're going to be doing an actual award show, because my team is right now on a 27-day challenge, which hopefully they are working on and doing their jobs. Okay. And so we're going to have, a graduation ceremony and awards moment there at the end during our curtain call, and presenting them with some things as well. So that's going to be exciting. So anyway, I'm over my time. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Oh, and thank you to the person that gave me this card, the butterfly card. I would read this all to y'all, but I'm out of time, but it is beautiful, and I read it to encourage myself on a regular basis. So thank you so much for that. Just all the love and support across the country has just been incredible, and we're coming to a close. So I'm going to be going live quite a few times over this next 2 weeks as I'm in Bowling Green promoting, and expecting you guys in Bowling Green to show out just as much as the last one, because it just keeps getting bigger and better. If you know any organizations in Bowling Green, any vendors that might want to be a part of this, any people who might want to come and see the show, or if you yourself want to come see the show, just hit us up. Y'all know where to find us. You can always text 770-626-5075, or send an email to heis3productions@gmail.com, or inbox me, or reach out to one of my amazing team members. See you later, Demario, Sunshine, Nisa, Sky didn't make it on here this time, but I know she's probably out there working, because my team be working and we're all over here winning. So I love you guys. Thanks again for tuning in, and I will see y'all in Bowling Green very soon. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. Bye, y'all.